Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. For those of you who are new, we are headed for the 30,000 subscriber mark. And as soon as we hit that, we're having a big giveaway. So I hope that you will subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. I did upload an extra video last week. I usually upload on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday, but I did throw one in on Friday, so hit the bell so you get notified when I upload those videos. And sometimes it's a really quick and easy project and one that you can get done really quick and make a bunch of, so I love those because they're great for classrooms and co-workers and stuff like that. So today is card day. We are doing another fun fold. This is a spinner card. And this is a Valentine I'm sending to some friends. So I am going to show you how this works. So I did wind that, and you've probably seen these, but this one's so fun. So it'll unspring like that. So when you put it in the envelope, be sure that you twist it around. Like I try to do it as tight as I possibly can. This one's a little bit loose. I needed to make it a little bit tighter. Just keep winding it really tight. And I try to wind it as tight as I can, and then I slide it in the envelope so that it won't come undone until they pull it out of the envelope. So I had this plain, and then I decided I wanted something behind it, so I added the designer series paper in the back. And then this is where I'll put my sentiment, or usually I'll just write in mine unless I find a really perfect sentiment. I usually write something. And so these are going to go to some of my friends, and this is what I'm sharing today. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. I'll tell you what you're going to need for this. So I did make it a top folding card, so you'll need a piece that is 4 1/4 by 11, and then score it at 5 1/2. And then you need 2 other pieces, which I just cut the other piece I had in half. And the reason I'm doing 2 of these, as I'll show you later, it's going to be kind of a little trick to line this up perfectly so you don't have to fuss with it. And then I am using these stamp sets. I'm using Meant to Be, which is in our annual catalog. And this is another great Valentine one if you want another one. We have some new ones in our new mini catalog that are adorable. I haven't used those yet, showed you those yet, but I do have it. But I'm using this one because the heart was small enough for the window that I wanted. So I'm using this heart right here. I'm just using the Snailed It, and I'm using it for the hello and the heart that I'm putting on here. You can use any hello you have, any heart you have. This was the one that I grabbed. And then the lovely you for the stamp, which is Cherished Friend. So if you have any friend sentiments, you can use that, or for whoever you're going to make it for. And I am using the layering circles, and then I'm using my stitched rectangles, and I'm using the second largest one here. And then to cut out the heart, I'm using the Be Mine stitched hearts, but you can just cut these by hand if you want. The last thing that I used here is the True Love designer series paper. This is all black and white, but the patterns on it is absolutely beautiful. You can color these with your blends, colored pencils, your Stampin' Write markers, and the other side is just designs, and they're so pretty. And this is the pattern I decided to use for the back of that. You have an option to do that or not. You don't really have to put anything behind it, and I'll show you what it looks like without, but I just liked that black behind it. It just kind of brought it all out. First thing we're going to do is bring, let's stamp first our hearts so that we can only bring the cut and emboss up once. I still want to call that a big shot, and I know that I called it that a couple times in a few videos lately. So I'm doing a gorgeous grape one this time. There's a few techniques in this, so this video may be a little bit longer, but isn't that gorgeous grape? So pretty. So we need 2 of these because you need a back on it when it spins. And then we are going to cut our pieces out with this, and I'm cutting 2 exactly the same. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to try to center this the best that I can. I'm going to use probably, I guess I'll use my purple tape this time. I used my Post-it note tape before, but I'll do the purple tape. So we're going to put these together. We're going to run these through the Big Shot twice with this piece and then with this piece. And we will run through our hearts. So I'm going to bring the cut and emboss over here, and we are going to do that really quick. Okay, so let's do our front bases first, and we'll run this one through. And then I'm going to keep it in the exact same position. I'm going to take this off here. Don't worry about that. We just want to keep these intact here. So gently take that out. And there's our first one. We're going to do the exact same thing to the other one. And whenever you're running these through, put them at a little bit of an angle. It helps to make these go through a lot easier. Okay, so then we have another one right here. So you have two now, and they're both exactly the same. We're going to set this piece aside, and we're going to run our hearts through. And I'll go ahead and speed it up through the hearts. Okay, now so we have our two hearts. You see I was struggling. I finally decided to use purple tape to get it on there. I kept on getting off of the heart. So I should have done that in the first place. So now we have two of these. These are going to go on to the front of our card like this. I am going to take one of these, and we are going to cut the top down here. This was a trick I learned a while back. I saw someone do. And this is how we do have to bring the cut and emboss again, because we need to cut the circle out of here. You're going to line this up on here. You're going to make sure it's centered, like even spaced all the way around the best that you can. I'm going to grab some more purple tape, and we're going to use our, well, let's attach the one that's on here already. We'll just use this purple tape. But you're going to stick it in the center here. Make sure it's in the exact, you can feel when it gets into that circle. And then you are going to use this tape, but you want it on the inside to hold it in place. And then you're going to just peel this away. And now you have the circle in the exact spot to line up with this. So let's go ahead and grab that again. And we're going to run this through. And when we get done, I'll show you how easy and how nice it lines up. So I think that's all the cut and emboss we have to do. And then this one is the one we're going to lay on top here. And look at how it fits, and it's all spaced evenly. Isn't that a nice, easy trick? We are going to use one of our new blending brushes. Oh my gosh, these are really, really nice. On the other ones I had, the makeup ones, you can mess up. You can, if you're not really light-handed. This one I find is so much easier. I think it's the shape of this, but we're going to gradually, we're going to do darker, and we're going to kind of make it ombre. So we're going to start going a little bit darker. I like to have it off the page first. Take a little bit extra ink off, and then I'm just gonna keep bringing it up here. But it's really, really smooth. And I just go in circular motions. And we're gonna keep bringing it up just to drag some of that really lightly at the top, because I wanted that ombre look again. And we're going to do this a little bit darker here. But these are so, so nice. And I think that's going to be good. Let's do this corner a little bit darker. I want it a little bit darker at the very bottom. There we go. I like the ink in the little stitching. It looks really nice. All right, that's it. We're not going any further. So then I'm going to get my sentiment and some Memento Black. And we are going to stamp the cherished friend. I love this font and stuff on here. And then I'm going to do the heart. And now to stamp the front. Now this is really, really easy. Don't be real particular with this, because you don't even have to do the whole bottom, because this is going to cover most of it. But I'm just using the hello, and I'm using the gorgeous gray. And we are just stamping. I'm doing this all freehand because it's not like, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is handmade, so don't worry about it being like so perfect. And I like to go off the page. And I'm staggering them just a little bit. Let's just do one more on this side. Bring that, and then this one. And that's it. But like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then this is going to lay on top there. So you're just going to see basically, you know, what is on the bottom here. All right, now we're ready for the fun part. We are going to take some, I'm using the Whisper White out of this snail mail twine. I'm going to use the Whisper White. You can use embroidery floss, but I'm using the baker's twine for this. It works just as well. I'm going to try to get this one a little bit tighter. So this is how I do it. I just run a piece of, and I'm using the Plus, Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm lining this up right down the center. And then we're going to add some more adhesive. And then we're going to line these up. And this is our little spinner there. So now we are going to take this. I'm going to just put some down the center here. And you want to make sure your heart is right in the middle. And we need to add a little bit more there. And then we'll just trim these. And then I'm going to add some more adhesive. Don't want it going in there. And then we're just going to line up our circle. just like that. And then if you want to leave it like that, you can leave it like that. I got this a little bit off-centered. It's all right. It's going to work just fine. It's just a hair. All right, so that's how it goes. If you want to leave it like that, you can leave it like that, or you can add your black behind it. I think it kind of brings, I don't know, it just needed something to me. So I am going to add this. And don't forget to add your little, I didn't cut my piece for my sentiment, but I will do that later. And this piece is 4 by 5, 4 by 5. You can do it 4 by 5 1/4 if you want it a little longer, but there it is. Then let's test it out. Let's see how we can wind this one up, make sure it works. And then when you put it down, stick it in your envelope and they can lift it and it spins. Isn't that fun? These are so fun to do, and it's really easy. If you do the little technique I showed you where you cut this and then just place it down, it gives you the perfect template. So that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any supplies, you can always shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one, everyone. See you later. Bye.